Good morning, students. Myself, Mr. Sriharsha Vandavasi from Petroleum Department. So today we are going to discuss about the material balance equations. So in the last class we have discussed briefly about the material balance equation, about the different what are the different type of substances which are inside the reservoir, and how we are taking out, and what are the different type of particles which is coming into the reservoir and going out to the reservoir. So these things we are going to discuss. So coming to the material balance equation, so we have to assume a reservoir. So what are the different type of reservoirs are there? So we will take in the combined equation today. So oil and gas. So combination of oil and gas, we are taking the reservoir. So inside that reservoir you have the oil and gas, both the particles. So as per the equation, if you go for it, so this is the reservoir initial, and this is the reservoir which is the final. So inside the reservoir, initially what I have inside the reservoir, have three parts. So I am dividing it. So first one is the gas one initially, and that one next it will be oil. The next one final will be the water, according to the density settlement. So water having high density, so it will settle at the down, and above that oil will be there, and above that gas will be there. So coming to the final stages, this is final condition, this is the initial condition. So final condition, what happening? So inside the reservoir, after I just drilled a well into the reservoir, and I am taking out the oil and gas from here. So generally, what the changes might happen. So there will be like the components which are in the gas. There is change in the volume of the gas, and there will be change in the volume of oil, and there will be change in the volume of water. So how it will happens? So it will happen according to the production. So while I am taking the production from the reservoir, so what I will do, so inside the reservoir I already have the oil, so I am taking out some oil from the reservoir. So according to the different type of reservoirs, suppose my reservoir is a dissolved gas reservoir, so that means the oil which is inside there, inside the oil there is some gas. So when I am taking out that oil, so automatically what happens, the gas which is inside the oil, which will going to be liberate, and it will come out. So this is the condition. So automatically what happens, initially there is some oil inside the reservoir. After some time what happens, there will be shrinkage in the oil, okay, because that the gas which is inside the oil, that will be converted into the gas, and it will come and it will go to the gas cap region, and some gas will be taken out from the production well. So automatically what happens, after certain time the gas cap will be increases. So that means the gas cap expansion. So this is my new gas cap volume. So next what happened, there will be shrinkage in the oil. So because I produce some of the oil, so what happening, because of that condition, some oil is already reduced from here, and some oil which is already taken out from the well to the outside production area, and this is the water. While during the production, what I am doing is, so I have to increase the recovery of oil. So what I am doing is, I am sending some water into the reservoir. So automatically what happens, the water volume will be increases inside the reservoir. So coming to the initial conditions, if we deal with the first initial conditions, then we will go for the final conditions. So what are the initial conditions will be like? Initially what are there? So initially what is there? Initially gas is there, oil is there, and water is there. So coming to that, so after production time, after certain production time, what happens here? There will be changes in the gas, there will be changes in the oil, there will be changes in the water also. So I am taking a particular condition after a certain production time. At pressure P, so during certain production, so during the production, the pressure I am mentioning a P. At certain condition, So at particular certain conditions, I am assuming the pressure is P. So that particular time, what are the conditions which are prevailing at that time? So take the oil withdrawal. So I taken some oil. So that is the how much oil. So I produce it, right? So NP into so take an oil. So NP into B naught. So NP is the amount of oil which is produced during that particular pressure point P, and B naught is the formation volume factor, oil formation volume factor. I am multiplying it so that I will get the exact amount of oil. Coming to the water withdrawal. NP into BW. So at particular production of time, NP the production how much quantity of I taken that the water into the water formation volume factor. So I will get the total volume of water which I am withdrawn. So before calculating the free gas withdrawal, we have to know what total amount of gas which is inside. So total gas is equal to free gas plus dissolved gas. Inside the reservoir, I have the gas cap, and at the same time inside the oil also I have some gas. So I have to calculate for the both. So total gas will be equal to free gas plus dissolved gas. So I am taking over the free gas withdrawal. So I am taking out the free gas withdrawal. So free gas withdrawal will be like, so you can see here, total gas minus dissolved gas. So total gas will be NP into BG dissolved gas NP into BGI so taking at the particular conditions RS. So if you take this one, automatically what will happen? NP of actually this is the production gas, right? RP. So it will be the dissolved gas BG and RS. So this is the equation. So coming to this, I can take out that NP value, right? So automatically this BG also you can take it out. So NP of RP production minus RS dissolved into BG. So this is the condition. This is the condition for the free gas withdrawal. So I am getting the oil withdrawal, water withdrawal, and the free gas withdrawal. So free gas withdrawal will be the NP into RP, amount of dissolved gas which is produced, minus RS, already remaining the gas which is inside the reservoir, dissolved gas. So I am multiplying with the formation volume factor to convert into the surface conditions. So this is the particular condition. So this is the value this is the conditions which I am getting initially, that the initial conditions what are there at particular pressure P conditions. These are the things I am taken out. So according to this, so what are the changes which have happened inside the reservoir? So this is the total withdrawal. So the total withdrawal will be equal to the, so initially what are the here? So expansion of oil. So already here oil is there. That initially here, that after certain what happening, the inside the oil which is going to be expand. Okay. So why? Because of because of the inside the reservoir pressure inside the oil. So what happens? So it will be like N into BO minus BOI. So N into B naught is the final condition, particular P, and N into BOI is the initial conditions. I am taking the final conditions minus initial conditions. That automatically how much expansion of oil which is happened, I can take it out. So for this purpose, you can take a graph. This is the pressure, this is the BO. So when you take the graph, then what happens? But in for particular initial conditions, the BOI will start increasing up to certain point. Up to certain point, like bubble point pressure, and automatically the BOI will be going to decrease. So I am taking the values from here to here. This BOI to this BO. This is the boiling point pressure. So from here to here, there is increase in the oil expansion due to the gas which is inside the oil. So what happening? The expansion of oil will comes inside. The expansion of oil will happen. So that BY to B, it will be like positive factor. So B minus BY, it will be going to be a positive factor for the expansion of oil. So coming to the expansion of oil, it is okay. Next, coming to the next part, we have to go for the dissolved gas. So that is virginal. So how much it is virginal, it is there. So coming to that, dissolved gas means N into the total amount of the volume of gas which is present inside into initially how much it will be there. The initial conditions RSI minus RS into gas formation volume factor. So when I taking the initial conditions, it will be the total highest, and I am taking some gas from there, right? So RS, I am removing the RS at that particular point P. So out of the initial minus final, I am taking out the remaining how much dissolved gas is virginal is there, that I can get it from here. Okay. So this is the dissolved gas virginally right now present at the particular point P. So inside the reservoir, initially you have the dissolved gas, but after certain production time, some dissolved gas is already liberated and it is taken out to the surface. So remaining how much it is there, I am calculating by using initial condition minus final condition. Then I am get the right now original dissolved gas is how much is there. So next I will go for the expansion of gas cap. So expansion of gas cap, initially the gas cap is there here. So how much it is going to be expanded after certain time. So in the initial condition we already know about it. We are calculating the MnBOI. That means the N capital unit BOI is the total amount of oil which is inside the reservoir. But coming into multiplication of M factor, that is the ratio of gas to the oil, then automatically what you will get, it is the M factor. If you multiply with the NBOI, you will get the total volume of gas. Okay. So this is the total volume of gas that is present in initial standing conditions. So with respect to gas, we have to know, right? So we are dividing with the BGI. So MnBOI divided by BGI. So this is the condition. So gas cap. So initially you have the some gas cap. After certain time, it is going to be changed into another part. So that will be like initial conditions will be Bg, the final condition will be Bgi. So I have to know how much it is there. So I have to multiply with the formation volume factors. Initial, the final formation factor minus initial formation volume factor. So I will get the change. That change into the total volume of gas which is inside. So it will be equal to the expansion of gas cap, the final condition of the gas cap. So this is the expansion of gas cap. Coming to the next part. During this total process, there will be reduction in the pore volume. Why? So what happens during the production of time? So the gas or water or oil, everything which is going to the another pore volumes which are unoccupied. So initially you have pore volume too much, but after some time what happening? The water is going to occupy the different volumes of the gas and oil. So automatically the hydrocarbon pore volume, mainly hydrocarbon means the oil and gas, these two are there. So that hydrocarbon pore volume is somewhat encroached by water and somewhat encroached by the some other fluid, or you can say that somewhat it will be encroached with the rock compressibility, formation compressibility. So reduction in pore volume. So hydrocarbon pore volume, reduction in hydrocarbon pore volume, it will be equal to the amount of the gas or the oil which is there, that is going to be reduced because we are already taken out, and remaining like the formation what the rock is which is inside the reservoir. The rock has some compressibility factor. Okay, at the same time the water which is inside there, that is also some compressibility factor. So that one we will take. So initially it will be like a combination of oil and gas, right, initially. So that's why I am taking 1 plus m and BOI. So these are the initial conditions which are consist of oil and gas both. And after that what happening? Inside that one you are changing, right? Formation compressibility, water compressibility into water saturation. You will get the total water compressibility 1 minus HWC. So you have to know about the hydrocarbon pore volume. So I am taking out the water saturation throughout the one. So automatically remaining inside that total reservoir I am taking out the water, means automatically what will happen? So here will be oil and gas, that will be remains 1 minus HWC. Okay, then what about this one? The change in the pressure. Initially you have some pressure and right now you have some other pressure. So this will also affect on the hydrocarbon pore volume. So this is the condition for reduction in the hydrocarbon pore volume. So coming to the next part, water encroachment. So inside the reservoir the water also can encroach, right? So initially you have some water and finally you have right now some water. So how much water it is inside? So right now it is like the amount of water which is present, right? So water encroachment we will take WE. It will be easy for us, and BW. The formation volume factor of water. So coming to this, so these are the conditions which are which is related to the oil, water, and free gas, which is we are taken out oil withdrawal, and these are the final conditions which are happened due to because of you taken out some oil and gas from the reservoir, and these are the changes which is happened inside the reservoir. So this one will be equal to this one. It will be like LHS equal to RHS. So if you take then initial conditions, these are the oil withdrawal, water withdrawal, and free gas withdrawal. So this is the one initially. And finally, because of these withdrawals, these are the changes which are happened inside the reservoir. So expansion of oil, first one, and next one expansion of gas cap. Next one you can go to dissolved gas, how much dissolved gas right now present, and reduction in the hydrocarbon pore volume. Final one is the water encroachment. So these 5 are the different things which are changed during this time. So the final equation will be combination of this one and this one. So I am writing my final equation. You can see here. So here initially what I have, Np into B naught plus Np into Bw plus 3 gas this one, right? Np into Rp minus Rsi to Bg, that equal to, so here you can see the what are the different expansions of oil and gas material. So N into BO to BOI, expansion of oil. Next expansion of gas you take dissolved gas, which is at present condition, N into RSI minus RS into Bg plus NMBOI divided by BGI into Bg minus BGI, gas cap expansion, plus 1 plus m of NBOI into reduction hydrocarbon 4 volume CF plus CW SWC by 1 minus SWC into delta P plus WE into BW, the water encroachment. So this is the final equation for the material balance. So coming to this, so here you can see the oil withdrawal, and this is the water withdrawal, this is the gas withdrawal, free gas withdrawal, and coming to here you can see the expansion of oil and the expansion of this is the expansion of gas cap, and this is the free gas which is already in the dissolved gas which is present right now inside the reservoir at right now condition, and this is the water compressed, which is the hydrocarbon pore volume which is reduction, and this is the water encroachment. So these are the conditions. So coming to my reservoir, I need this is combination of oil and gas. So coming to mine, I need my topic is advanced natural gas engineering. I have to know only about the gas. So I have to remove the this oil particles. So this one I will cancel, and if you take this one and this one also you cancel, means these are the oil particles which are not needed for me. Next, suppose I take that the rock compressibility is less than 1, then automatically hydrocarbon pore volume, the reduction will be also less. So this one you remove. So inside this one there is no dissolved gas or something like that. So you can remove this one also. Directly you have to take the only gas, the gas factor which is there, gas cap expansion, Nm into BOI by BGI into 1 minus into Bg minus BGI. So these are the conditions. The final I will get for remove the water also not needed. So this condition Np into Np of Rp minus Rsi into Bg equal to this one Nm into BOI by BGI of Bg minus BGI. So this finally if you don't need water also remove. So the final condition I will got is relation between the Np and the NMBOI, the gas cap expansion. These two I will consider. I will remaining part I will go through this gas balances. So these two part will be remain for the further calculation purpose. For this purpose, this is the combination of both oil and gas. So where you are taking the initial condition, what are there present inside, and the final condition, what are the particles which are there, and what are the changes which is happening inside the reservoir. So this one you have to consider. These are the things you have to remember, and this is the final condition. This is the initial condition. So at particular point pressure P, I am taking certain conditions. So this according to these conditions, the oil withdrawal is this much, and water withdrawal is this much, and free gas withdrawal is this one I am calculated. So these two I am equating, and I am finally getting the final equation of the material balance. This is the oil gas and material balance finally. So everyone practice once so that it will be easy for you guys. Coming to the next part, we will deal with only the gas. So I am removing all the water and oil particles, and I am maintaining only the gas ones. So taking these two things, I will convert the remaining calculations, and I will go through the further topics in the gas material balance, mainly through the gas material balance. Thank you.